afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Game Master, Propaganda Hero of Psych, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here. It's an exciting 1 versus 1 on Angerwell. Between the south, we got Miragefla fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. For the 12th SS Panzer Division Hitlerjugend, charging out to clear out the Tommies here in the north under the command of BarryChuckles, fighting here for the 52nd Infantry Division. And we got here Encirclement Doctrine, a personal favourite here of mine, with triple Panzer Grenadier Bulletins versus here Vanguard Mobile Assault and Royal Engineer with Infantry and a Vickers Bulletin. Then we got a Vickers start here as well for BarryChuckles versus the Standard Grenadier ND42 start for Miragefla, and also wisely going towards the west. I find that the axis, the east half of Angerwell in the early game can be a bit of a death trap. So we got Pioneers definitely up with an MD42. They're being hauled forwards by hardened men of the 12th SS Panzer Division Hitlerjugend, so named because the troops were primarily drawn from the Hitlerjugend. Once they sort of were done, of course, as to what progressed, they might have been sort of pushed a bit faster through there. Also, fun fact, the 1st SS Panzer Division used a bunch of its veterans and officers to sort of form a core cadre for the division. That was common if they could do it for the German army, but to sort of use veterans sort of form as the core of the division, which of course became harder as the war went on. In return, then they got a bunch of Luftwaffe troops, which initially gave a lot of trouble because by that point the Waffen-SS wasn't so cool. So when the Luftwaffe troops basically were told, "Hey guys, you're now part of the SS," they kind of went like, "Nein, I don't want to be part of the SS. I want to live." But they apparently were turned around by the time sort of the fighting in Normandy happened. They were all good to go. Got an info to the Pioneers up close to the section being suppressed inside the trench. They should soon be fighting ready, but that's definitely a problem here for Miragefla in the early game. Really a big problem there for Miragefla, getting a trench that he can't really deal with it. He's got no immediate ways of dealing with it versus Vickers. Is right now Miragefla is having a pretty rough start here versus BarryChuckles in the 52nd Infantry Division. More troops moving in there, slowly digging out, but they're just in such good cover then the trench, and Miragefla's just got no way of digging out there. Universal following up there for BarryChuckles, section flying in, the MD42, the other section getting out there, the trench to push forward as the first one pulls in there, aggressive moves there, nice to see. We got more grenadiers around going here for the section, MD42 there. Oh dear, gonna be close here for Miragefla. They go moving up, no grenades, we caught out in the open, there we go, saw through. Good lord, they got Alf, not Alf. Who was Alf? I don't know. Get pushed back, section making his way back to the trench triumphantly. So nothing further going on here from Miragefla. Could go for another MD42. There you go, actually falls back. In this case, threatened by the severe firepower of the Wehrmacht. Grenadiers being hit, supported by the MD42. Point being secured by the Vickers machine gun.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from
Grabbing
us.
points here. And there. Universal Care moving up there for BarryChuckles section, following up there. With another MD42 on the way there, Pioneers, Grenadiers running ahead there, Carnite, TKs, MP40s and the likes. Universal Care there, rushing ahead. With MD42 covering here. He needs to, at some point, they're trying to deal with that trench, otherwise BarryChuckles is going to have a very nice way of sort of just constantly harassing and pressuring Miragefla there by just being able to run up and sort of pop himself down into the trench. So that is something that needs to be dealt with. That's also really the nice thing with the British trench. Again, they just can't be used by the enemy, and I really wish they get around to sorting that one out at some point. Vickers standing about here. We got medikits out there for some of BarryChuckles' men. Grenadiers been caught out there. We got them forcing up. They're catching in the section before it can make its way to the trench, gunning it down, and Grenadiers pushing back the Universal Care there with the threat of the Panzerfaust. More moving up here, going for the cutoff point there, and we have take up there for Miragefla and the German army. Same thing here is being achieved here for BarryChuckles with the AC Mark III on the way for him. Universal Care they're rolling back, Grenadiers moving up, MD42 supporting. Setting that one up pretty rapidly there. Universal Care out in the open, going to take quite a few bursts there. Another one moving up here, going to try and harass and do some damage there to BarryChuckles. Grenadiers moving up there, threatening with the Panzerfaust and other nasties. And over here, nothing really going on there for Miragefla further. I mean, he's got the tech, he just needs the Pioneers, needs to rush the other ones back there to sort of build it up. Sappers following up there for BarryChuckles, section reinforcing, getting ready for the next big push. Of course, the fun thing about the British Army is by Normandy in 1944 rule, they were suffering from severe manpower struggles, and as the sort of war went on, they had to sort of put down regiments and the likes to just sort of free up men for other units as replacements, and actually gave problems. So in that regard, the British Army were struggling quite a bit there with manpower issues, which kind of makes the Bolter section upgrade rather funny, since they, you know, technically not been able to do that. But a little fun one there. But with this, Miragefla sort of able to hold up BarryChuckles here, threatening his cop on his fuel supply in the east. He sort of draws him into the house here, which he then fills with grenadiers, which sort of can keep the opponent occupied. MD4 to up support as well. Here's Miragefla's got a really strong blocking position against BarryChuckles, who can't quite go for the armor cars. Going here for mobile assault. Again, no surprise, it's pretty much like the most chosen compared to encirclement, which is rarely chosen. They still think it's a pretty good doctrine. Again, it's personally my favourite doctrine. Some party, of course, again, the Stormtroopers, you got Pat Sprint, you got, well, not so much of the Sublime, you got Breakthrough, which I think is an amazing ability, and of course, Close to Pocket, which I think is one of the best abilities in the game, if not the entire world. Miragefla, though, needs to like to make a nice company up here soon versus BarryChuckles in the 52nd Infantry Division, following up there with more sappers. A few upon them secured by a few depleted grenadiers. MD42 doing some light damage there to Universal Carrier. More sappers out for BarryChuckles. There'll probably be some flamethrowers there before then trying to sort of launch a flak assault against this. Otherwise, it's going to have a hard time sort of going up against the MD42. It's going to have a hard time. Stormtroopers ready there for Miragefla, and there we go. Immediately pops them out there for frontline action. More pressure. Allows them to more easily maintain frontline pressure as well. That's sort of one of the reasons I also use Stormtroopers. Just means quickly out some troops to help at the front line on the spot rather than having to wait. In this case, you actually used the Universal, I think, to draw far away from the sappers. They're bold attempt, but that smoke screen's going to be difficult to run across here since there's so much open terrain. Of course, flamethrowers don't have any issues being suppressed. They don't suffer from accuracy issues, but in this case, though, they do get pinned. And the Stormtroopers actually successfully wiped there the Vickers machine gun. That's definitely a victory there for Miragefla and the 12th SS, which was also, by the way, the last SS Panzer Division to actually be raised. I mean, in theory, they actually sort of put up a few sort of paper SS Panzer Division, for example, in Denmark. That's for example the 28th SS Panzer Division, which was actually just an SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment, sort of an independent unit. That was actually rushed to sort of France afterwards, which was delayed due to some freedom fighters, or what you call resistance fighters there from Denmark, and I think also some from Norway. But they sort of stalled a bit. That was basically sort of one of those sort of paper divisions. It was also even in sort of German papers as sort of noted as a core for the 28th SS Panzer Division, but obviously it never really came around. But sort of, it's one of those fun little things there. We got sappers here building a mortar emplacement there for BarryChuckles. And send the armor piercing round to attempt to clear it out aggressively. Good lord, is that what you call a French tickler? No, that's what you call heavy fire, you tit. And we go, got the Universal Carrier there. That went down in a matter of seconds. Miragefla still maintaining the strong position. He's stealing in the Vickers there as well. Or did he? Yeah, he did grab it. Nope, that's actually his opponent actually managed to get it back, I think, there with a few section members there. We got the mortar emplacement good to go there with double mortars. Not a huge fan of that one, personally. There goes Stormtrooping about. He can soon get them the assault rifles, the Sturmgeist, but sitting up there for ambushes. And back here, healing reinforcement going on. He could take up, try and aim for some fast armor there versus BarryChuckles and the 52nd Infantry Division. Sappers slowly reinforcing, ready to push forwards against Harry Hun once more. But now the sort of maps have changed again. Initially, Miragefla had west control, now it's got east control of the map, then more of the victory points there. Mortar firing down here as he approaches. Has quite a good coverage here of the map, by the way. Also a bit the problem with the mortar inflation. On some maps it's just too great. There we go, Stormtroopers hanging about there. He could try and pop a grenade, rush them. But then again, he might just wait for the assault rifle upgrade. Then again, might not. You can soon go for more Stormtroopers. You could also just throw in some regular Panzer Grenadiers. You could, of course, also take out. I mean, in that regard, Miragefla here kind of got a lot of options. So does BarryChuckles. Though he might be setting up here for some commanders to try and rush his opponent. We'll have to see what he does. And there goes Stormtrooping up there. Pioneers are rushing for the house, denying it to the section. Just the nick of time. Caught out in the open. But there you go. Sapper strike from the rear with a flamethrower. And there we go. Vickers in the trench. Definitely a problem there for Miragefla. Back here, Grenadiers reinforcing. Big push here from the section sappers. And over here, MD42 just hiding up by the munitions point. Armoured car for BarryChuckles.
The enemy is taking our territory.
MD42 on the open. We got 2-2 on the way for him. We got Mortifier just raining down all the places again. And they can just fire all the way from there to there. I mean, again, that is insane range. Insane range. Troops are being held by the eastern point, but he's desperately sort of trying to contain this bit of a struggle there from Miragefla. Stormtroopers almost good to go. 2-2 joining in a few moments, and there you go. Lighted Panzer Spear bagging out. Really wouldn't have been a lot of them though by 1944. Most of them wrecked, and they were also being replaced either with 250 half-tracks formed into armoured cars, usually known as the Kaiser version, or they would have, sort of gone for, well, heavy armoured cars like the 234, which also serves the basis for the Puma. Nice sprint here by the MD-42, which is the doctrine there, so that way he's already used two abilities there, compared to BarryChuckles, only used the flamethrower on a single section. Barely gets away there with the MD-42, very close save there from Miragefla, but he does it for Germany. Western Front here collapses for BarryChuckles, a 2-2 launching assault, but he doesn't quite any infantry to follow up with. And we got the armoured car here ready to wreck Miragefla's armoured car. And there you go, good hit with the AC semi-fundamental gun. That's going to go down in a matter of moments. There's no chance of survival there for the armoured car crew. Pack 40 there for Miragefla and the German army. No upgrades for the Stormtroopers. No Sturmgewehrs for Panzerschrecks. There you go. On the way. That's what Stormtroopers can do. I mean, in theory, there's a lot of things within the German army sort of throughout the period. Or should there could be Stormtroopers. For example, as the war progressed, that wasn't uncommon. For example, that's like 1944, sort of late 1944 to 45. They sort of comb up the best units. I mean, some men of the division sort of form up a Storm company, for example. That way, there could be Stormtroopers with that, and of course, also just a reference is just hardened Panzer Grenadiers. Of course, in this case, I mean, they do wear the Waffen SS camo pattern as well. Though as war progressed, regular army units will also get more access to that one. You got commanders out there at Fort BarryChuckles, quickly moving ahead with the silenced stun guns. Miragefla aggressively moving up here. I don't think we've seen any tech up from him though further. Even though they can actually consider some medium armor. They've got Stormtroopers hunting over their assault rifles, their Sturmgewehrs, ready to tear apart anyone getting too close with accurate and merciless fire for the fatherland. There goes Sabbath moving ahead, ready to unleash, and there you go, catching the pack forward. That's bad news there from Miragefla. Storms with the radio opening up from ambush. Could have tried getting a bit closer first and sort of unleashing help, but now he does ammunition for it. Panther passes off in the armoured car. MD-42 running as well. There you go, Sabbath being gunned down. So Press being murdered here by assault rifle fire. Taking quite a few casualties. He might lose the pack 40. Lost unit as well here on the east to the commanders. The commanders made short, but bloody work of the Grenadiers. They did lose from the members in the process. Still, he got a full wipe there. So that was pretty good there for BarryChuckles. Less good for Miragefla. Armour carrier trying to carry out the retreat. The Panzer Stormtroopers in hot pursuit. Got the 6 moving up. They could encounter some trouble. 9 kills while they're already on the Stormtroopers here. Closing in on Veteran 2 already as well. Of course, still got the mortar emplacement. Unleashing hell from above. Back here, there's nothing further going on. We got Panzer Grenadier there. More regular ones for Miragefla. And the German army, which technically also wear SS camo pattern equipment or uniforms there. Fun fact. And technically the Grenadiers one isn't actually in a Wehrmacht dial. I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to be, but it is something. It is something. Ooh, nice kitty. Yes, I got a cat now. Rasputin, the propaganda cat. Nice. Fussy little thing.
The enemy is taking our territory.
He's been sleeping all day after I got him. Previous owners didn't want him. Apparently he was too good at catching rats. But in a Rattenkrieg he shall be excellent. I imagine MD-42 with the need to fall back. We got the victory point there being secured. Victory point being secured. Slow progress there in the east as well. My apologies, I'm not quite following me. I'm trying to pay attention to the cat as well, which is now all of a sudden active. All of a sudden having slept most of the day away. Panzer, they're dealing with a section there. Bit of heavy action there. We got the Vickers being repositioned west. We got a further action here as well. Push forwards by British infantry support here, but the armoured car acting like a light tank there. Unit wipe there from Miragefla. Another loss for the German army. MD-42 being overwhelmed there. Being absolutely overwhelmed. And we got more commanders here for BarryChuckles. He's just launching in heavily there with the commandos. Stormtroopers they're dealing with up close. Fun fact, the British operated several commander regiments, some of them composed of foreign nationals, like Polish commandos and, Scandinavian ones as well, as opposed, sort of different commander units. Bit of a fun fact there. Bit of a fun fact. Securing victory point here. A mortify again threatens the survivability of the Panzer Grenadiers. We got no take up there further from Miragefla back at his base. He's going for more Grenadiers still. Wants to keep some basic infantry with some Panzerfaust, I imagine.
We are losing a sector.
Securing the victory point there. Munitions.
Grenadier squad.
Armoured car sitting about. Bit of mortify here and down south. Healing reinforcement going on. Another push into the west there. Armoured car striking fear into the Pioneers. And they're sadly without support there again. The lack of... Oh, there he goes, finally taking up the Miragefla. Can bring out some Panzers there to deal with his opponent. Can bring out some Panzers. A flak Panzerstück here, just the regular Panzerkampfwagen 4. Can of course do the trick quite nicely there versus the AC. As for BarryChuckles, we've yet to see any sort of tech up there. Yet to see any tech up there. Trying to sneak up here on the west side, not a bad idea. We got Grenadiers, a lot of MG42s in fact. He's basically again shifting from east to west in that regard. That's one of the sort of the sharper hallmarks of a good player. They're sort of good at sort of just shifting from map to map. They try not to get up there in the meet grindery tunnel vision action there. So that's really nice to see there. That is really nice to see there from Miragefla. Then he's hunting down the Saps in the west. We've got the Trenchton section there. Definitely a problem for Miragefla. A bit of artillery there could help him. You know, lay down a smoke screen, get up close, lop some grenades in and just fire flamethrowers into it. I think could do a lot there for Miragefla and dealing with that, you know, entrenched section up for there. Still no tech up though. Still no tech up. Still no tech at all there whatsoever from BarryChuckles. I mean, he's got plenty of resources, so it's a bit funny he isn't considering it. It is a bit funny he isn't considering it. There you go, burning the trench. Putting an end to it. Heavily. Putting an end to it. Eastern point still secured.
They're trying to take it.
By British infantry. So, I mean, a lot of back and forth there again. Things swinging back and forth between these two players. BarryChuckles, I don't actually know, but he definitely seems like a reasonably sharp player. Again, he just needs to work on the attacking there, which tends to be sort of an issue for a lot of players. It sort of struggles a bit to attack, though. For the moment, of course, it's the biggest issue, since they both have to separately attack, bring someone back to build, and then actually build. That does put a lot more pressure on them. It does put a lot more pressure on them. But there you go, Panzer IV for Miragefla, the Panzerkampfwagen 4. Workhorse of the German Panzerwaffe. Going up here for the northeastern victory point. BarryChuckles, though, can soon go for a Cromwell himself, and that could definitely give Miragefla there a bit of light issues. But he's managed to secure himself a small base of operation in the south again. So that is pretty good for him. That is pretty good for him. Commander standing about there, having fun. Oh, those snacks aren't for you, Rasputin. Those snacks aren't for you. Those are for me. We do have some for you. Yes. Good cat. Commander standing about there. Section sapper standing about here. Got the Panzer IV mobilizing. It's sending it on the zone. Always something you have to be careful about with surveillance. You always have to be careful about rushing in your tanks alone. I mean, I always like to think about that one case during the finding of Hungary there, where at some point, you know, Guderian specifically ordered all the infantry to be detached from the tanks, then send in the tanks on their own. I can't help but feel that was actually the theory, and just sort of Guderian coming up for that one. But, I don't have any more there, Rasputin. Don't have any more there. Not yet, anyways. There goes Panzer IV. There's a bit of trouble. Hit a mine there. We got the armoured car flanking. The commander supporting here. And again, the lack of support basically means that Panzer IV's a lot more in trouble. I mean, had to say, being a Grenadier squad nearby, and could have Panzer IVs. But instead, you know, this armoured car is just running in circles around it. Commander sitting with the Pioneers. Very close here, very close. And there you go. Gets the Panzer IV. Bloody heavy loss there for Miragefla. Bloody heavy loss. And thusly highlights again the danger of just rushing in your tanks on their own. Which, in reality, is, you know, quite realistic. I mean, tanks on their own without any support there were generally very exposed. I mean, obviously, it's not quite for the same reason in the game as it was in the reality, which is, you know, tanks actually partly had really poor visibility of enemy infantry. For example, it was quite a claustrophobic thing in particular in a Russian tank, in which case it really had terrible visibility. I mean, there's a reason, for example, you know, American tank crews were absolutely scared, you know, witless without infantry to support them because, again, they didn't know where the German infantry was. I mean, it was absolutely a terrifying experience. You've got cases of people just waking up in the night, like 20 to 30 years after the war, shaking because, you know, they remember that one time they got hit with a Panzerfaust and didn't die. So in that regard, you know, tanks and infantry warfare is something, you know, most games do struggle to reflect there. And since they struggle to reflect it, sort of the fear that was on both sides, really, because, again, an infantryman spotted by a tank usually was pretty dead. Panzers, they almost wiped out. They're very lucky there for Miragefla, but there you go. Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung, geh out here. Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung, geh out.
We are losing Soldaten.
And he lost them in the end. I think the commanders of the base are still hitting the retreat there. Nice flank there by BarryChuckles again, getting for the retreat path. And that's really sort of one thing sharper players can do. They basically sort of aim for the retreat path, so units sort of getting wipes there. So that's definitely some good move there. Commanders in this case being halted by the infantry too, pretty brutally. We got the Stuke there moving ahead for the fatherland. Both of this, though, I think technically wouldn't have been any Stukes unless they're attached to them. The thing is, the SS, unless they specifically had them, didn't really have assault guns. That's actually sort of one of the fun things. And possibly one thing sort of helped them stand out there. In some ways, actually, it's less elite than the Wehrmacht because they just didn't get really access to Stukes unless they sort of meant as replacements for other things like Panzers and tank destroyers. So that's a little fun fact there. I don't know if they actually had SS Stuke up title, so I might need to research that. I forgot about it. There you go, Veteran 3 and Stormtrooper section wiped. I mean, Veteran 3 Stormtroopers are probably one of the best units as the Wehrmacht in the game at the moment. They're just good, unequivocally good. I sort of wish that there was a unit like that, you know, waiting in the Wehrmacht's tier 4. But secondly, caught here by Stormtroopers out in the open. Struggling about, you should consider, I think, the pin like machine gun. We've got an armor advantage there for BarryChuckles though against Miragefla here. Nice fat one there. Big 2 points wise though. Miragefla though is currently leading here against BarryChuckles. He is currently leading. Here shooting there, we got armor costs. Oh dear. In this regard, Miragefla's making a bit of a mistake. That generally you want sort of infantry to sort of screen the Stuke reasonably well. Second here though, if you're in the fear of being flanked with the Stuke, you always want to reverse move it. Like, the key to using a Stuke is A, to always have more than one if possible, but also reverse move. Like, if you know how to reverse move decently with the Stuke, you can usually survive a lot more. Alright, here though, again, he moved it too far ahead, thus negating any range advantage it might actually have against his opponent. Got the armor car Cromwell on the way there. Troop ceiling reinforcing, but yeah. Always be careful there with the Stuke. I might have to make a video since I suppose I'm like the leading Sturmgeschütz expert here. But yeah, Stuke handling can be a bit tricky. I see a lot of players sort of not do it well enough. But I mean, a good rule of thumb is just to sort of think of history again. They're not supposed to sort of just operate on their own. They're basically meant for operating either supporting infantry or tanks. Again, you're also meant to upgrade in groups if possible. There you go, Pack 4 being overwhelmed here. BarryChuckles striking and wrecking here in Miragefla's western flank. Huge losses here. His only anti-tank weapon is gone. His opponent's got still several tanks and an armoured car. My God, Otto, what shall we do? He's got nothing to deal with this. Get more packs. Oh, yeah, I guess. There you go, here far here from the armoured car. The Cromwell again from Miragefla's forces. Got Stormtroopers moving ahead here. No Panzerix there. Actually, I'm not sure what's moving in. His half squad Stormtroopers there, virtually free. He can't afford to lose that. Rückzug. We're Stormtroopers, not a bunch of magicians. Yeah. That's actually the line from Company 1. I really loved the Company 1 Stormtroopers voice lines. That was some of the best stuff there. The guy also voiced the lieutenant. I mean, he was absolutely one of my favourite voice actors in any game ever. He just somehow managed to make them sound like complete maniacs, like just psychopaths, and he was great. So yeah. I mean, if they were to get hold of the same voice acting, having you re-voice all of the Stormtroopers in Companies 2 with some great lines, that'd be amazing. Like, that would just, you know, that would be a magical moment for me. That would be magical. But yeah. Pack 40, they're setting out there. Looks like Rasputin found the food that was set out for him. He's not trying to eat my food. That's better than rats eating my food, I guess. Had a big rat recently causing trouble, though that was dealt with satisfactorily. But there you go, big push here from Miragefla against BarryChuckles there. Stormtroopers again spearheading though. Pretty risky there, again considering whatever else is around. Again, remember Miragefla, Stormtroopers are not a bunch of magicians. You could consider throwing on some Pantrix here, but again, more assault rifles under these conditions wouldn't be a bad idea either, as long as it brings up, you know, the mighty Sturmgeschütz and handles it a bit better. Again, those mortars are giving, I imagine, Miragefla quite a headache. Certainly wouldn't be giving me one. Troops then running there, sappers hauling all of their kit back there. Got artillery fire here, BarryChuckles calling in artillery strike there. Nice work there, nice work there.
Mortars are ready to create smoke screens for any vehicles that need crew repairs.
Also got the MD4 can help turn against BarryChuckles there. No taker further. We got the land mattress. They have a nasty, the mean land mattress. Got the Pack 40, the number 2 from Miragefla. He's obviously aware he's not going to be getting any sort of big armor movements out anytime soon. I mean, I'm pretty sure Miragefla at this point has written off any Panther-inspired dreams. Obviously, the SS were probably supported by, you know, Stug Abteilungs and Stug batteries and Stug brigades. I mean, they're sort of Stugs are organized sort of independently into a lot of different kinds of units. Sort of support there. I mean, that regard, you know, they were quite ubiquitous, and again, also sort of replacement for a lot of units. Again, lack tanks, get Stugs. Lack tank destroyers, get Stugs. I mean, the Stug was just so versatile. In fact, I think the versatility actually caused some people to think, you know, it was just a tank destroyer only, which it wasn't. I mean, again, it served well as it did. It's just sheer flexibility, but you know, it wasn't just a tank destroyer, it was very much an assault gun, which is a bit of a broader role. And again, if you actually sort of check the writings of any sort of Germans, you'll very much notice how they put emphasis on the idea of assault gun and not tank destroyer, and particularly Guderian. I mean, Guderian really wanted to control the Stug, but he couldn't get it. So actually what he did was he took the Hetzer project, had that renamed a tank destroyer, but in reality he just wanted an assault gun he could control. And in fact, the Hetzer is not a tank destroyer, it's actually an assault gun. In fact, it would have the same amount of ammunition, so the same distribution of ammunition as the Stug would, which was actually 66% high explosives and only 33% armor-piercing rounds and perhaps a few heat rounds. So that's some of those fun facts you don't hear much about. One of those fun facts. There you go, heavy damage here. Pack 4 is still setting up to deal with it. A small pack front from Miragefla, tying into the Cromwells there. With a bit of splendour, with a bit of force for Germany. Also, again, longer match. And a lot of long matches. A lot of long matches lately. And he actually did go here for the Panzerschreck, Raketen, Panzerbüchse. Squad, we are receiving new orders. We had to hide in a bush with a Panzerschreck. And hopes they don't figure us out. Ah, Scheiße. Verdammten Tommies. Scheiße. But there you go, another shoot here for Miragefla for the German army, the Wehrmacht. Grabbing the Eastern Missions point there. I'm going to do something about the light machine gun. He could, by the way, consider laying down S-mines around here. I mean, Storms running into, commanders running into S-mines can be, you know, a quite nasty expense for the bits. Plus, again, if they sort of infiltrate with them, they're very likely then to have to retreat through the entire S-mine field, which then increases the chance of a wipe. Very much increase the chance. We've got the Stug coming up through the east. Storms, I mean, he's been good use of the camera there to spot ahead. The scout actually there to good use of the Storms. We've already got the Pack 40, but the Storms need to retreat. They're spotted. They're pretty much compromised. There you go, double Pack 40. Could get there. He's going to get it. Cromwell down. Definite victory there from the last line, the German army. Back here, though, we got hammer tactics up there for BarryChuckles. That means comets. We got a mortar out there, but it's... Oh, dear, I think the rally point there's off there, so that's less good for him. Less good for him.
Assault guns here. We are ready for action. Let's get to work.
Stormtroopers back there, plus the other Stormtroopers. Commanders, by the way, all dead there for BarryChuckles so far.
The territory is out of contact.
Plus the armored loss there. He's probably going to aim here for the Comet next. That's definitely going to be a great asset for BarryChuckles and the 52nd Infantry Division to hold off against the Hun. We got Telemines there to cover against flanks. In fact, he's really concerned about an armoured flank there, though BarryChuckles is also concerned about flanking. In fact, both players actually laying down mines. Great work there again, you know. Good, solid standard from both players. Thumbs up from the Propaganda Ministry to either player there. And there you go. He's S-mining the entrances to the houses. He's going to make it harder there for BarryChuckles for infantry commanders. Thumbs up there as well to Miragefla. Thumbs up as well. Very good work. Gute Arbeit, Leute. Ja, sus Commandos. They'll be surprised. Thank you, rushing ahead here. Pack 40 out more, spread out more. This one is a bit exposed. I mean, if this MD4 took some forced retreat and this gets swarmed, he could very well lose the Pack 40. But at the same time, it gives sort of better coverage from any frontal assault from anti-tank or armor there. So it's a bit risky there, but I sort of see it working. I sort of see it working. Section they're going for the calf point. Artillery raining down as well in support of it. Bold aggressive attack there from BarryChuckles. Got land matches coming to the front as well here. He's definitely giving it everything he's got. Calf point there. Oh, almost 5 eyes on artillery there with the 25-pounder guns. Tactical assault, they're also doing great there for the Storm Troopers. Doing great work there. Yeah, this battlefield's certainly been devastated. The British were certainly fond of artillery, particularly doing and finding the Normandy that usually sort of presage any sort of big operation with a lot of artillery. In some cases, basically caused Tiger tanks to be flipped around on their head through tank crews insane as they were basically hiding beneath their Tigers, sort of waiting for the artillery barrage to sort of pass over. Terrifying stuff, really. Naval artillery there specifically. We got another Stug on the way there from Miragefla. I mean, considering all the armor that BarryChuckles is throwing at him, again, a pair of Stugs will definitely be one of his strongest assets. Him with the 2 Pack 40s, he wants Stugs. MD42 there dealing with the Vickers charging forwards. Good work there. We
are losing a sector.
We got another Stug on the way there. Oh, well, halfway done there. BarryChuckles coming to hang back. I think he's sort of trying to do his first lead in initial assault. They're trying to scope out Miragefla's position before launching in the tanks. I think that's sort of more the plan there. It is more the plan. You could still benefit from some machine guns on the Stugs, but obviously you might want to save the munitions for mines. But there you go, second Sturmgeschütz, 3 Ausführung G.
Attempting to steal our sector.
So basically again another push. I mean, at this point though, BarryChuckles needs to consider launching his armor. Let's consider flanking there. I mean, in that regard, he's relying way too much on US raw force again. All the artillery just break through. Miragefla's lines again. They can work, but at the same time, it could end up suffering, needless casualties when he could instead trying to flank and sort of save with the armor. Maybe sneak in some commanders or something else. He's also got a lot of munitions and some advanced cover combat. A bunch of Bren guns here could also serve, BarryChuckles quite well there. Dismantling Miragefla's defense. There you go again. He's worried about armor flank there, so he's actually laying down several telemines to cover it. Work there with from Miragefla. A hardened commander there who knows what to expect and actually to mine for it. So thumbs up there to Miragefla. A lot of land matches fire there. But he lost the mortar crew there to the land matches fire. Bad news there for Miragefla and to the German army. Sappers moving ahead here, got bolted sections there for BarryChuckles. Vickers there opening up the MD42 Stugs, they're just standing about doing nothing impassionately as the artillery rains down like explosive raindrops. Armor car pulling back, looks like he's doing some brief reconnaissance, trying to scout out, but he's being very passive with his tanks again. He doesn't want you to rush into the anti-tank as needlessly, but again, he could consider a flank. Again, you can't attack head-on flank, but, you know, trying to attack their base with a straight armoured assault there on Miragefla's base there could be quite nasty again. It would basically force Miragefla to spread out his defences further, which could then allow for head-on assault. In that regard, you know, uncertainty is an attacker's best, you know, asset, you know. Because the opponent's uncertain where he's going to attack from, it's going to be a lot harder to defend from it. A lot of mortar fire there going all over the place. A lot of mortar fire. Trying to grab the victory point there. Miragefla meanwhile is actually harassing here. We've still got troops standing about here ready to deflect and counterattack any nasty hands. In theory now, Miragefla could try and take a hit there for tier 4. In for Panther. Sturmpanzer now sort of got a decent front there to deal with the opponent. Got emergency war speed going up the Comet. Here in the west, there we go. Section pushing back the Pioneers with a lot of force and nastiness. There you go. Big assault head on. Big assault. More land matches trying to dismantle there. Miragefla's troops got the stormtroopers up. They could try and put a bundle grenade here. Instead, we got tactical advantage, which is also a great ability. And actually, nice to see someone using it because it is a very potent ability. Just basically 50% boost accuracy. Also makes them slower and also makes them easier to kill. But again, use it correctly, for example, from an ambushing position and catching them on the flank, you can do a ton of damage. In particular, if it's in fleet, it is absolutely godlike. Miragefla seems to be slowly getting bolder here versus BarryChuckles. I mean, he's sort of closing in the gap there. He is setting up some resources, could aim for some stuff there. No, no, not the snacks, you silly cat. There's a mine. I'm guessing you're hungry. Hang on, I'll briefly pause. Right then, my apologies again, new cat. He's been sleeping most of the day, so he's just sort of getting active now. And obviously also hungry because he hasn't pretty much eaten all day. But oh well. New home for the cat and all that. Got repairs going on the land matches for against Miragefla. He's brought up a second land matches here. He's really just banking on some vicious artillery fire to just bring Miragefla down. Again, he could consider tier 4. He could consider Panthers or Sturmpanzers or anything like that. Could very much consider up north here. We got the Pioneers. There's the Vickers. Sappers moving ahead here. At very least you could consider some machine guns and the Stooks to help versus the infantry. Assault there repulsed on the western side. There we go. Looks like he's bringing up the armour. Mr. Chuckle. BarryChuckles. My name's Chuckle. BarryChuckles. I like my grenades. Functional. Which reminds me then of the Italian grenade, which is known as the Red Devil by the English, because, well, as it turned out, the Italians basically decided they wanted a grenade you couldn't throw back, which means, for starters, it was a contact grenade. You know, it's a percussion grenade. It hits something, it goes off. But they then added the safety to try and make it safer there, which basically meant occasionally it wouldn't even go off then. Then when someone tried to pick it up, it then go off there. So it's basically known as the Red Devil, because that partly also because, for some reason, they've also made it bright red. Just to sort of make it more obvious. Good lord, it's bright red. I wonder what that means. Get out of there! George. There you go. Vickers Strange getting an artillery there. Commodore opens up and then the Stormtroopers need to fall back. Big push here. The British, by the way, also worked with their own percussion grenade, though obviously less red and, well, obviously more safe in a sense. But yeah, a sort of fun detail about the Italians, also more fun, is they actually used it into the 50s. That Red Devil. There you go, troops rushing ahead. The armor car going. He needs to be careful. The Stook is trying to crush into there, but still needs machine gun. But there you go, armor cutting hits from the Stook. Need to pull back there, pull back. Reverse move, reverse move. Ah, scheiße. Pack there, not set up in good position. Right, there's man to catch Miragefla's position off guard. Commodore taking hits. Pack 45 into the side. Heat round, fires a heat round. Targets a weak point. Bet you feel in the armored car. Almost lost both Stooks. Got the armoured car, but the armoured car gets his Duke before it goes up in flames. Storm through the ding with the troops. Bun grenade goes off. 42 kills. Pack 40 keeps blasting. Veteran G2. Complete chaos and madness reigns. Armoured car blows up. The crewman flies out before dying horribly as well. I should have worn a crash helmet. And now the Pack 40 is very much isolated as I sort of worried it would be initially. That's quite unfortunate. A few bunkers could maybe have helped here with this assault, but ultimately it rather fell apart, and now there's a huge gap in his lines. His opponent still has a Comet and can actually bring up another Comet soon enough to further make things miserable for Miragefla. Make things further more miserable, to put it mildly. Nego's going to get one service. Got more commanders out there for BarryChuckles and the 52nd Infantry Division. Commanders on top with the Pioneers. Back here, reinforcement here going on. We got a half-track on the way from Mirage. Besides this, dude. Half-track's definitely not a bad idea. They only hope to maintaining the troop strength at the front line here against BarryChuckles. Make it a bit harder to push off there. That's good. Das ist gut. There you go, Tele5 wipes out his Stormtrooper squad, almost gets his Pack 40, MD42 Grenadier there, firing away there, killing some of those commanders. Schnell, Helmut! What? Oh, scheiße, everybody else is dead but me. And say, oh, me money. A lot of money.
Half-track has arrived.
Guess I'll have to loot their corpses. Claims the Americans stole it. There you go, half-track ahead of the Mittelschützenpanzerwagen, which in SS division would have had a Panzer division anyways. 1 battalion's worth of half-tracks like any other army division.
The new Grenadier squad is ready.
The only exception, which wasn't a Panzer division, was actually the 11th SS Panzergrenadier Division Nordland, which in theory actually might have had one for each sort of Panzergrenadier regiment, a battalion of armoured half-tracks there. That's an interesting one there. But that was a pretty elite Panzergrenadier division. Partly because it had all the Scandinavian volunteers in it, so they wanted to give it better treatment. There you go, troops being suppressed here, Stormtroopers rushing forwards under heavy artillery fire there, sweeping back the Tommies. Accurate rifle fire there. Got the half-track nearby here again, reinforcing troops at the front line, giving him more strength again. That's why the half-track is so good for the Wehrmacht. It rather sort of helps one of the issues because they're really struggling to sort of maintain map control, which is why I kind of wish they sort of buff the half-track so it could actually serve that better. They really need to buff it. ME42 they're pulling back here. Storms need to get close as well there. Both though in semi-fighting condition.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Going there for the victory points and then sneaking westwards there. This time the BarryChuckles committed everything here again. BarryChuckles, sadly, it's not much of a flanker. It seems we do think is one of the things that might end up doing if he, can't deliver some greater blows to Miragefla. I mean, again, he could pull. I mean, there's definitely every possibility he pulls it off. And Miragefla makes mistakes again or something like that. But he'd certainly increase his chances of glorious end siege if he were to flank. Obviously, the British didn't believe in the concept of end siege. They believed in the concept of voice over by Christmas. That's how they operated. And it was that Comet flying away there, 4 kills. He hasn't really been able to get much action on the Comet there, which is a bit surprising in that regard. Again, he has been holding back his armor much there, and again, actually tried to flank his opponent much either, which has further limited the armor action there for BarryChuckles. Looks like a machine gun crew they're almost wiped out again. But again, we got the half-track here. Again, the half-track is really giving Miragefla the endurance the Wehrmacht otherwise lacks. Big retreat there from Barry. Gonna lose something about his sneaking. And we got another shoot there from Miragefla, another Sturmgeschütz. Gonna lose a fire from the Comet. Baker setting up, they got the Stormtroopers rushing ahead, but standing up quite in condition. If they'd just been sort of allowed to creep up, he probably could have cleared it out. In this case, the light cover does help a bit. There we go, bone grenade off. Almost wipes the Vickers machine gun crew there. 45 kills for the Fatherland. You know, if any of us makes this, we'll probably get Iron Crosses first class. Yeah. Or maybe in a gold assault badge. Yeah. The technically assault badges are sort of more given how long or how many days you'd actually been in combat for. Not so much actually anything you did there. Needs him up the Pack 40 there. Another Stug almost done. MU42 needs to get out of there pretty quickly. And BarryChuckles needs to stay up for another comment. But there you go, another Stug here. Again, more land matches fire here. I mean, he's got a ton of artillery though available to him here versus Miragefla. I mean, we got the mortar placements. We've got the land mattresses. I mean, that is a ton of artillery. And Miragefla at one point had a mortar. I mean, it's technically still has, but in that department, he doesn't really have a lot there in terms of artillery support here. Machine gun cleared out, and that was his veteran, the MD42 crew as well. Pretty hard loss in Miragefla, but overall he's under more control now again. BarryChuckles' insistence ahead on assaults here. No flanking there is definitely to the benefit there of Miragefla.
Tank commander awaiting next orders. Assault gun standing by. Half track awaiting orders. Yeah? Where do you want this coming? Half track is here. Machine guns one. Pioneers awaiting orders.
There we go. Nice into assault here. We got the artillery column. In this case, it's not going to be fast enough here to halt Miragefla's advance. So in this case, it's blocking fire. We've got commands. We've got the veteran 3 stormtroopers. 50 kills. 50 kills. My God, Otto, I think we could, have a movie made about us at this stage. Yeah. It should be known as Stormtroopers. The best in the world. Smashing the heads in on the Tommies. Commandant tank gun here. Troops being pushed back there by the MD42 Pioneer combo. Well, most of the MD42, the Pioneer, sort of just, shout encouraging words. Nice cat. After them reinforcing a bit. At least need to provide some reinforcements there. A lot of artillery fire here, which did manage to make much of an impact there on Miragefla's forces. You can consider some more stormtroopers there, some more Stoßtruppen.
Assault gun standing by.
Section being suppressed. Commanders there. He's enough again, the way he's actually spending his manpower is actually limiting what BarryChuckles can do in terms of armor. He's actually burning a lot of fuel now. But he can't because, again, he insists on the head-on assaults. And he's not even using the... I mean, he's using the Comet more, but he's just, again, lacking in the ability to push forwards against his opponent.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Troops suppressed there. Another machine gun crew annihilated by heavy rocket fire there from BarryChuckles' land mattresses.
Squad, ready to move. The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. Ready.
Another Comet. No, that's actually just a crumble there for BarryChuckles, just a crumble. Victory point and fuel being secured there by BarryChuckles' stout yeoman. After being repaired up there. And there you go, Panzer IV there from Miragefla. Finally another Panzer IV there for him. Bit rare get to see a fight with that many Stugs. They did keep losing. They also got a section there as well. Stormtroopers annihilated. 57 kills there. 57. 58. 59. Panzer almost done. And he's actually going for another mortar emplacement. BarryChuckles is just doubling down on the artillery. Barry the Hammer, they'd call him. Barry the Hammer of, I don't know, Wessex. There you go, Panzerkampfwagen 4 der Miragefla. Looks like he cancelled the Crom. He wants another Comet out there. So much artillery they're just running down. Stoop bounce off the Comet's frontal armour. Sabres there under fire.
The new engineer section is waiting for orders.
Got their armoured push here. We got the Stug supporting the Panzer IV. Infantry hanging by a bit close. BarryChuckles really needs to do something. He needs to consider flanking. Of course, the problem is for him now there's active mines on the flank. He doesn't have any minesweepers, I think.
We're losing a capture point.
There you go, 6-pounder gun cleared out. Definitely lost it for BarryChuckles in the 52nd. He's trying to grab it here, but there you go. Miragefla is quick to wreck the 6-pounder gun, and any hopes there of countering now Miragefla's sizable armoured force is Panzerwaffe. And we got here, oh, close the pocket! Close the pocket! I think he's just doing it because he can. There's not much he can hit with it. Oh, he got the sappers on retreat because they're running past the trench! Woo! Close the pocket. Proves in any episode with 200%. Close the pocket. For when you really just want to smack someone in. 10 out of 10 Sturmbannführers would recommend close the pocket. So right now, I mean, Miragefla should have largely got this one again. BarryChuckles really had the advantage at times, but again, his insistence on fruitless head-on assaults and not flanking there ultimately allowed Miragefla slowly but surely, I think, sort of salvage the situation. There you go, 60 kills. 60 kills. He's going for a Firefly though, a bit more tank distraction there versus Miragefla. Definitely not a bad idea there. Sappers under heavy fire though from Miragefla's now Wellington position. He's got a machine gun bunker up there for just added firepower. We got the commander them in westwards. A Comet, not command, but Comet. Virtually 2 there. Can't support with commanders though. He's also got a ton of munitions in that regard, you know. BarryChuckles I think could at times benefit a lot there from, you know, Bren guns.
75 points remaining.
Oh. Careful there, Rasputin. He sort of managed to get himself across the headset cable. He's a very affectionate cat, it seems. Very affectionate. There you go, bang grenade officer gets got it in the Firefly. We got there the tulip rockets and officer up there, commander. Storms trying to clear out the Vickers. 64 kills, forced retreat though. Even their seal was not enough to overcome heavy suppression there. Stuking up support the Panzer the Comet. There we go, several penetrating hits against it. Several penetrating hits. 38 points left for BarryChuckles and the 52nd Infantry Division. More artillery here. And in the west there, victory point which goes well by a few. Mighty sappers retaken for the king. And there you go, I'm engaging here the mortar placement. They need some more support there. I think at this point Miragefla though could basically pop breakthrough and just rush these tanks. Just rush them using sheer speed and then target weak point. In that regard, that's also one reason I love breakthrough. It's basically a mass blitzkrieg for 50 fuel, which also allows you to take points. I mean, in that regard, you're getting surprisingly great value out of it. In particular, allows you to flank a lot of things that just use your Stooks super aggressively, which your opponents never see coming. Vic is there almost getting shot down. Panther 4, they're knocked out by the Firefly Comet combo. A bit better there from Mirage, but we got the Stooks moving up. Heat round there would be good. Heat round would be good. Penetrating hit there from the Comet. Few hits there. Goes flanking. He's using emergency war speed again. No reverse here. No target weak point. He's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it. Firefly there dealing with the Comet from the Stook from the front. Oh dear. BarryChuckles might get him. There you go, we got breakthrough, it's just too late for Miragefla. It's too late, he got the Firefly.
My lord, a tank's been lost.
Mighty get it here. Oh, Stook knocked out there, but there's a few points left here. We got Stormtroopers clearing out the machine gun there. 65 kills. Barely any troops left there for BarryChuckles. Miragefla still got the half-track, which in theory can blitz around there. Ja, wir the Blitzwagen. Where are we gonna go? I've heard Berlin is nice this time of year. No Russians or Americans.
Crews are ready to carry out
Grabbing the centre victory point. We got a Stook following up on the Panther 4. 32 points left for mighty BarryChuckles. Barry the Hammer. Sadly, he couldn't swing that hammer too accurately enough.
Upgrade finished. Very nice, too.
It wasn't exactly known as Barry the Accurate Hammer. But there you go. Third Panzer 4 there for Miragefla. Third Panzer 4. Sappers under fire.
25 points left.
Comet almost 53 there. I mean, it's actually done sort of pretty well there once he sort of got it in. Got the bunker, but he's still running out of victory points at this rate. Miragefla is quick to take back points for the fatherland. Got the Stormtroopers there. Comet taking hits. He's only allowed to shoot tanks. He can't deal with the Comet Stormtroopers right away. Stook Panther 4 moves up. Stook almost done. Mortify there. Almost. Oh, the Stormtroopers now. Don't lose them, Miragefla. Don't lose them. 9. Not to stop. They were heroes. They were supposed to have a movie made while they were alive. Oh well. 10 points left here. Comet blitzing in victory field. Problem is he can't use it to take points. He can't use it to take points. Had he gone for Vanguard, he could have. He could actually use it to take points. But he can't. Because he went for mobile assault. And there you go, GG, game over. Brutal slaughter here, heavy fighting there. BarryChuckles in the end, though, as pointed out, lost because not enough flank. He was, I think, a pretty good player there. But again, he just got too focused on taking head-on using overwhelming force. That actually bled him out there as Miragefla sort of maintained a strong defensive, eventually using the half-track there and the infantry and the Stormtroopers. Without the Stormtroopers, he would have lost many times over. I mean, the Miragefla could have done better. I think his issue was basically Stook handling, but I also think well played there by Miragefla. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, want to subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay or no, provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial saying cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow for another exciting episode. Cheers.